Hi ladies, LuLaRoe Amish Trombetto coming to you from my kids' room. Thought I would do a tutorial today about the Julia dress. The Julia dress is kind of a tough sell if you're a curvy girl. I get that. But I wear it. I have to hook it up though. I also do not wear it with Spanx because I cannot stand shapewear. So if you want to rock a Julia dress and you like wearing shapewear, go for it. If you are a 3X mama, you can't size up. So you got to be, figuring it out. I recommend always, always, always going with a print. So here's a print, no shapewear. As you can see, this is tight. This is like, this is actually a stretchy material. So it shows my curves. But I feel like it doesn't show them as much as if it was a solid. So when I bring it up, it actually shows my top roll now. So it actually was better in one way. Probably not with panties, but I won't lie, I'm old school. I wear underwear. So here it is in its full, it's a tube dress. But I can rock it. So one of the ways I recommend rocking it, the first and a little bit more affordable, is a Lindsey top. This is the Lindsey Kimono. This is actually a medium. I have other styling videos where you can see that I can size down into a small. So I actually think that looks pretty nice. I'm actually okay with that. I can actually wear that. I feel a little bit more covered, even though I'm still kind of showing my rolls. So one of the things that I always recommend is a belt. Why do you want to wear a belt? You want to wear a belt because it's going to bring the focus of people when you walk into a room and they're looking at you. They're probably going to see the shiny buckle first and then move right up to your girls and your face. Nobody really walks around going hi to your belly. They say hi to your face. So smile, right? So now here it is with a belt, layered. I like it. I like it. If I'm with my girlfriends, I'm going to ladies' night, these are my friends. They know this is what I look like. So I'm okay with that. Girls, we need to love our bodies regardless of what we look like. So this actually just makes me feel a bit more put together. One of the other ways I like wearing it, some girls like to do this, wear the belt on the outside. You can actually pull this Lindsey in, especially if you do a medium or a large in it. And then look at, I've created a peplum. I'm still sewing my dress. Okay, so I have the Lindsey. I have pulled some of the extra material to the front to create a really nice draping. It's basically a peplum, creates an hourglass shape, and it makes me feel even a little bit more comfortable. Okay, the other thing you can do, cross this over, do the same thing I just did pretty much, but now you can kind of cover up the top of the dress. You could probably cover it up completely and make it look like a Cassie skirt, which is great in the winter because you can have a little extra. It's like you can hide this. It's like you have like a little extra. Makes you. It's a great way to show like, like a pencil skirt with a top. So now it's like you're hiding the fact that you have a Julia dress on. So, it's an extra layer to keep you warm in the office and, kind of keep the top half kind of snug. But it's just a different way to, maximize one dress, and now it looks like a skirt and a top. And you could probably do this with a t-shirt. You could throw a t-shirt on. A perfect tee looks fantastic. One of my other ways I like wearing my Julia dress, this is probably more of my favorite way to wear my Julia dress. I'm going to do pattern mixing here just because this happens to be the only one that actually kind of works that I have in inventory. So 3X Azure. I have an Azure video that you can see. So if you can find a solid Azure, or if you have a solid Julia and you do a printed Azure, this will look really great. So there you go. It's like a cowl. I think it's very sophisticated. I really like it. One of the other things I do, you know me and my belts, girls. I love this. This is my favorite part. I like to do this. To me, there's something very upscale about this look. I don't know why. I just really like it, especially if this were to be a solid, or if this was a solid. I love the draping, the dramatic drape. You can also belt the dramatic drape. Then what you can do is you bring a little bit of this extra fluff to the front. You're going to just show a little bit of this roll if you have one. So what I do, because I don't really care about the back, is when I wear something like this, I just make sure to like, I make sure to use this arm as a little bit more of a drape. But to be honest with you, when you're having a good time and stuff, you don't really care. No one's really noticing. You got the effect that you wanted to get. Super cute, right? Another way to wear this azure with the Julia, you can either fold this up or, up, in, scrunch it, whatever you want. I just kind of just leave it as is. And then you can take your trusty old belt that you have sized down at least 1 to 2 sizes. Look. So here's like another look. Not everybody likes this look. This would look great if this was a solid. This will look good solid on solid too. So if you can luck out and find. And then you can just bring all that extra from the back. If you want, you can even pull the back out. Cover up the back of the belt. I actually am a big fan of this look. I feel like this kind of makes me look more like hourglass. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, look at that. So cute. You can also roll this down. You have a thick, wide belt. Take your time, obviously. Roll it nice. Hide that extra material behind your belt. And now you have, again, another peplum. This is very like 1960s. I wicked love this. Super cute. And you can make it higher, lower. You can play around with it. With a jean jacket. Come on, girls. This is fun. So, that was just a couple of ideas. Go home when you have a Julia. Put some music on. Some real good, feel-good music. Have a glass of wine. Make sure the kids are occupied. Make sure the husband is occupied. And play with your clothes. You know we did it when we were 16. We all freaking did it. We would spend hours in front of the mirror figuring out what worked, what didn't. Have one of those nights. When's the last time you've done that? And seriously, play around with it. And it doesn't have to be a printed Julia dress. It could be a solid Julia dress. I always recommend sizing up at least 2 sizes. They're telling you 1 size. I'm telling you, if you have curves, if you are a large, you should be looking at 2Xs. If you're an extra large, look at 3Xs. If you're a 2X, you can only do the 3X. And if you're a 3X, you got to either rock some Spanx if you want to. I do not. Or find different ways to kind of, play around with your Julia dress. But you can totally wear it, and I recommend that you do. It feels really great on. And not to mention when you're running late and you're like, oh man, I had to be there like 10 minutes ago. Seriously, put the dress on, put this on, put the hair in a ponytail, lipstick, and you are ready to go in like 10 minutes. It's fantastic. It is like busy mom on the go. This is the go-to dress for that. All right, don't forget, you can also wear it as a tunic. I forgot to show you. You can pull this up, the Julia dress up, and wear it as a tunic. I just haven't done that with my leggings. I kind of wear it more as a dress. So seriously, girls, wear the Julia dress. Don't be scared of it. You can totally rock it, I promise. Look me up if you have any questions. LuLaRoe, Amos Trombetto. Facebook group, Amos Trombetto. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Instagram. Girl, I'm everywhere. Just Google me. Girls, rock the row.